and one of them with masonry. What they did was they built that steps right there. That was back in 1944, 1943. That's what they did. And not only did they build the steps here, but they also built a amphitheater that can sit a total of 5,000 people within. Right now, when you see the amphitheater that was built back in 1945, you won't believe that 5,000 people would have sat within because of the growth, vegetation, dirt within. But I'll show you that later, okay? Again, Japanese prisoner of war steps. And then when you see the flags right on here, that's the War Dog Cemetery. When the American forces went ahead and took over Guam and they were fighting here, hand-to-hand combat in a roadie, there were Japanese hiding in caves and all that. So they had Doberman pinchers, and they served as sentries, guard dogs, and they explore caves. And that's a great idea. You send the dog in there instead of a fellow Marine and then get killed. Other than that, they use the dogs to sense out and smell out the Japanese, and then that'll tell the Marines to go ahead and bombard that cave there. Remember, the Japanese use caves to protect themselves, to fight against their enemies. And there are a lot of caves on Guam. So 25 dogs served their purpose. They died. 24 are buried here. One is buried at sea over by Assan Point. You all know where the War in the Pacific National Historical Park in Assan? That's where one of the dogs was buried, at sea. The communication station, Trans-Pacific, that was the main communication station on Guam. When the Japanese bombarded the communication station, it didn't take it out totally. It survived, but barely made it through when hand-to-hand combat with the American forces and the Japanese when the American forces invaded Guam. And down here, ladies and gentlemen, this whole place used to be the Sumai village, the second largest village on Guam. They had a little bit over 2,000 people that lived here. Where you see this cross right here is Nuestra de Guadalupe. That used to be the church for Sumai, for the people here. They had bars, schools, a church, also homes, over 100 homes here in this location within. And that road, when you take that road straight down, you make that left to the point, that's where you find San Luis Obispo Beach. Also, that's the dive shop right there, MBA dive shop. And the wreck and crew rentals, kayaks and all that is located in that building right there. If you are looking for a boat, just in case you're interested in buying a boat, either you look through the classified ads, or you can look through there, see what's available, or Craigslist. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, you got caves. There's 4 Japanese defensive fortification caves that was built by Chamorros and Koreans, hard labor. They dug it up for the Japanese. Again, like I told you, the west side of this island pretty much are built. There's a lot of caves within the cliff lines. Then you got Sumai Cemetery right here. 157 graves. Used to be, but after the bombardment of the Japanese and Americans, they couldn't count how many graves are there now. Most of the records are lost. Epitaphs back from Spanish, Chamorro, and English from the early 1900s, 1904. This monument right here, ladies and gentlemen, is dedicated to the Army, Navy, and Marines that died. 1,583 Marines, Navy, and Army died, and also the 781 that Chamorros that died during captivity of the Japanese, dedicated to them. Not only that, but they do have a time capsule within, in the ground, that's going to be opened up in July 21st, 100 years. So that's 2044. What's in that time capsule? I don't know. I guess some of the military and the family.